Like, that made me so mad. Because, like, look what the outcome of that was. Because if somebody would have died because of them ropes, I would have been blaming it on them. And that's on period.
So guys, today we're talking about an incident that happened in August. You want to tell them what it was?
Sure. Well, okay, so if we start, we were at, what was it, wasn't it the first home game?
It was a jamboree.
Oh yeah, it was a jamboree. It wasn't even the real game. And I mean, if you're watching this at our school live, you guys know what happened. But but it was a shooting, if you want to call it. But like nobody got hurt or anything. It was just like, I guess it was just called like shots were fired basically.
That's it, and we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. So we're gonna tell how we took it and like our story and stuff like that. But make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that, hit the bell, do all that, tell everybody to subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video.
Okay guys, so it was Friday night. And, okay, so I have really bad social anxiety. Let's start that up there. That night we were going to 2 football games. We went to the Panama football game. To see my ex-boyfriend play. And then we left. The Panama game, first of all, can we just talk about how short the Panama game was? It was not even an hour.
No, like we even got there and it was like, okay guys, make sure you call your rides. Like,
literally like, we're like, call your ride.
I was like, okay.
So then,
well, after that we went home. I mean, not
we
home.
went to
we went to the North game.
We always saw people, we mingled.
You know, like it was a normal football game.
It was so crowded.
Very, like, it was
8 different schools.
It was
plus
just so
whoever else came.
Like, it was so packed that, like, I don't know. Like, you seen everybody.
Oh, yeah.
From St. Louis.
So, normal game. We doing our thing, you know. I'm hyper. Jayla is hyper.
I mean, it was a normal game, so we just do what we do in a normal football game.
Right, we were walking around.
Right, talking to people. Everybody was just, you know,
We was enjoying ourselves.
Everything, nothing was happening. People watching the game. You know, it was just normal. And then, until, well, like, before that whole thing, I personally, I have to sneeze. Oh, Jesus.
Bless you.
Thank you. But, like, before the whole, like, shots fired thing, like, I remember seeing, like, a whole group of people go like, behind the bleachers. That's what was, like, alarmed me. I was like, do you see how people go behind the bleachers? Like, it was, like, a whole, like,
it was a
whole section went behind the bleachers. Like, it started to get weird after a while. It started to get, like, weird.
It would be a big group go down back there, and then it would be, like, 5, 6 more people go back there, and then, like, 5, 6 more people go back there behind the bleachers. And so it was, like,
And
if it was people from our school, I would have went back there. I would have been like,
yeah, but I didn't see anybody back there from our school.
It was random people that I never seen before, so I was not.
So that was like the first thing that I was like, what? Like, kind of alarmed me.
We were like,
I was like, because there was like straight up all these people just walking back there. I'm like, and I know from experience, from literally seeing it, there is nothing back there. And I doubt they had the garages open.
Right.
Because they don't do that.
It just felt shady, like.
It was just like weird.
It was a weird situation.
It was just weird. Because I'm like, we don't need to do all that because there's nothing back there. So what are they going back there for?
So, that's the first time we noticed. Also, you're going to talk about the ropes?
Oh, yeah. And before we even start, so they had put up ropes at our school to block like the crowd from, I guess, the steps of where the football players go. So like they had like 2 ropes on like each side. So like this is like the steps. These are like the 2 long ropes that made you kind of like divided, where you had to kind of walk all the way around till I get to like the concession stand
and the rest of the football field and the
Yeah.
bathrooms.
So like it was just like you stopped at the bathroom, and if you know the school, that's kind of pretty long.
That's a long way.
That's a long way. So just mind that there was white ropes right there.
And like guards, there was people standing there like telling you couldn't stand there.
Yeah.
So, and they were up the whole game. Usually they're just up for when the football players, you know, like during halftime, that when they run up and run back down, that's what they're usually up for. So like they stay within the, you know, within the.
Yeah.
They go where they need to go. But so that's was weird. We was like, why is the ropes already up? So we're just chilling, and we're in like where there's a lot of people. Like we're right by the ropes, and all of a sudden, keep in mind I had cone eyes. I had just bought cone eyes. If you don't know what that is, it's a foot cone.
Keep in mind your girl had her Air Forces on.
Keep in mind.
Fresh ones.
Your girl was like so tired that I was like sleep deprived and like I couldn't think straight.
No, like literally.
Like I was like,
because like, and then like the crazy thing about all this was like, I don't know, because like after being all around him, it would just start to be like, it was just like me and her. And then like that's when it started to be like, dang, there's like a lot of people here.
Like after
like,
we were mingling.
And that's when I was trying to like really watch the game at that point. Like I'm like, okay, maybe we should just watch, you know, because it was just so many people.
And so we got closer to the field. To see the game, because the way our field is set up, I'm gonna compare it to Pentonville because I like the way Pentonville is set up. So it's like Pentonville is like all on the same level, so you can see the game. Ours is not like that.
Ours is a hill. There's like a straight. It's like a hill to.
It's like a ditch. The football field is like in a ditch, and so like you can't really see for real, especially with all those people. Everybody standing up, like all you see is heads.
Yeah, so we had to get on the grass close to the ropes by like the steps just to kind of see. So like that's where we was basically.
And it was just us two. Like we had stopped talking to people. Well, like we were still talking, but like we had stopped like greeting people, and we was like it was starting to sink into me like how many people was here, and I needed to be just by Jayla, like have her next to me because I was starting to get a little overwhelmed. So all of a sudden I just hear this, and I'm like, what happened? In my head, I'm thinking it's a fight or somebody fell down the bleachers. Like that's what it sounded like to me. It didn't, like, the first thing that comes to mind is not, oh my god, it's gunshots. Like that's not what I thought. I just thought somebody fell down the bleachers or it was a fight and somebody smashed somebody's head in the bleachers. So I was like, dang. And then I see everybody running, and Jayla like everybody running, and I'm somebody, I don't run. I'm not gonna run. So she's like, why everybody running? And I hear fire. That's all I hear. I hear fire. And I'm like, where is the fire at? Why are they, where is the fire at? Like, I'm like, where are they running to? And where is the fire? Like, I don't smell anything. I don't see nothing. Like, I'm confused. So I'm standing here. Jayla had already ran. And then everybody's running. So I'm like, maybe I should start walking. Like, I'm not gonna run. Because once I start running, my adrenaline is really going to start pumping, and I'm really going to start freaking out. So I'm like, I'm just going to walk with everybody, you know? Because I'm like, it wasn't sinking into me, like, what could happen, you know? So then one of the teachers, so we weren't at the rope. We were at the gate.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like a black fence. That's what it is, a fence. And it was me and Jayla, but Jayla had already ran. She was gone.
Yeah, that's because like I was trying to, because whenever I see people like that running at once, it's like no, and then like I didn't hear the thing like what she heard. So maybe because you were like kind of closer to the bleachers more, so like I didn't hear that, and I was focusing on the game. Like I wasn't even focusing on nothing else. And so I turned around and I just seen like all the people like coming at us. And I was like, what are they running for? So I'm like, I gotta run. So like I like ran and I got like stuck in the problem. Like, because whenever they were like in there, I was like getting pushed too, which made us get stuck on the fence and on the ropes. Remember those white ropes? Yeah.
Like,
half of the whole
so
school
injured.
was stuck there.
People were getting really injured, but we can talk about that in a second. But like they were like stuck at the ropes, like
we were all like this.
At a point where you can't like step. You can
Yeah.
step over it, but you can't run over it
it's,
unless
like,
you're a track
literally,
star.
Yeah, like because it came
hurdles,
like you're like you could have just like
like you can't
step
just
over those.
Jump over them, like you have to like slowly step over it, cause like they're high, like they're not at a point where like no, so it's like oh my god, but they're also not at a point where you can bend down and go under, so it's like right at that spot where it's like ugh.
Where everybody got literally stuck.
Literally, so everybody's stuck, but I don't even see that. Like, I see that, like, they're running. Like, I see people running this way, and then I just see it kind of halt to a stop.
No, because, like, I was, like, and then I seen this other girl, like, she was straight, like, her back was to it, and she was getting pushed against it. Because, like, I couldn't even do anything. Like, we were just like this. That's, like, the part that kind of made me, like, not, like, scared. Because I wasn't, like, scared for that. But, like, it was the part that made me, like, okay, no, like, this is getting serious. Because, like, I felt like that would, like, if somebody was really trying to, like, kill us or something, they could have easily did it right then and there.
Oh, yeah. Like, we were all
we were all, like, this against that rope. And, like, the thing about that was, like, it made me, like, that was one of my, like, issues with that because, like, we've never did that. Like, before at other games, like, they would have took it off.
Yeah, the rope would never,
but, like,
have been there.
That day, it was, like, that.
The one time that rope.
But you've seen that all these other games, they haven't had it up.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't had that up since. Because, like, it would have been bad if somebody was really trying to, like, come at us. Like, that would have been bad.
Oh, yeah. That rope could have been the reason that some people lost their life. Yeah.
No, yeah. Because, like, people could not move.
It was stopped. Like,
we, like, literally was, like, stuck. And then people was, like, stepping on my shoes, stepping on me, trying to get through. And I'm like, oh, my God. So, like, eventually, like, I'm like, okay. So, I'm, like, pushing myself to go around. And then, like, you were already around. Because that's when, like, I was running. And then I seen you.
Okay, wait. So, let me start about the teacher. Oh, yeah. So, I'm against the, like, let's say this is the thing. So, I'm facing the fence. And the teacher is facing the fence this way. So, like, we're looking at each other. And she's, like, looking at me, and she's like, why aren't you running? I was like, because what am I running for? Like, I'm somebody, I will not, like, if I don't have to get my adrenaline up like that, and I don't have to scare myself like that, I'm not going to. It's not worth it to me getting so worked up. Like, I'd rather just sit here. Because our school, that's another thing. Our school, everybody be running somewhere. Like, they run for nothing. So, like, I'm thinking, like, I don't know. Like, I just was like, I don't know. But then that's when I heard shots fired. So then I was like, shots fired? I thought it was just a fire. So that's when I started freaking out. And then the teacher, like, grabs me and, like, goes to, like, pick me up. And, like, I don't even know what she was trying to do. I don't know if she, like, forgot that the fence was there and was like, run. Or she was, like, trying to get me over the fence. But, like, she couldn't. So I ran around the crowd. Like, and I went around the ropes. Like, so I was closer to the bathroom. And I, like, ran out. And I was, like, at the top. So, like, outside of our field, it's, like, hilly. So, like, I was at the top of one of these, like, little hills. And I was, like trying to, like, breathe. Because I have really bad asthma. So, like, first of all, I had to breathe because I can't breathe. And also, like, I was trying to, like, not have that, an anxiety attack. And then people, well, you could search when you saw me. Oh, no, I done seen you when, like, I was running out. Because you were already out. You was over there by the hills, like, running. And then I was like, oh, yeah. And then, like, that's when I seen you. Because we got, like, separated from that. Like, we, like, got somehow, I think, because I just ran. And I got stuck in that and ran first. So then I seen her and I was like, oh, yeah. So then after that, we ran to that hill. And that's, like, we were trying to and I was trying to calm you down. Because that's when you started, like, really getting. I started getting worked up. And I called Mama. And Mama's my grandma. So I called Mama. And I'm like, you need to come pick us up. I'm not telling her what happened because I feel like if I tell her what happened, I would start crying. So I'm like, come pick us up. She's like, what's going on? Keep in mind, she's kind of agitated with us. Because she had to pick us up from the Pamela football game.
Literally after she dropped us off.
After she dropped us off like 15 minutes beforehand. So, and then she was waiting outside, like, of the Penn football game, because we weren't ready to leave yet. So, she was actually, she was like, what now? And I'm like, come pick us up. And, like, I'm like, she can start hearing in my voice. And she's like, okay, I'm on my way. And then she's like, are you okay? And I,
but
like,
didn't I call her?
No, I had called her first. And then after I got off the phone with her, I started crying. Like, after I got off the phone with her, that's when I turned around and started crying on her shoulder.
Then why did I call her? Because I remember I called her.
You didn't know that I called her. That was, like, as we were running.
Oh, when you were, yeah.
I had already called her. So, like, afterwards, she said, are you okay? And I just hung up. I don't know why I hung up. I just hung up, and I turned to Jayla, and I just started bawling. Like, crying so hard. Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, I had such a bad panic attack that I thought I was gonna die.
And then, like, yeah. And then, like, it was just, like, so, like, I had to, like, I was just kind of happy that, like, I wasn't that type of person because, like, I really, had to be there for her because she was, like,
I was having a big
it was getting, like, serious. But then, like, it wasn't just, like, her being dramatic. Like, that whole situation was just serious because, like, when we were looking from that hill, it was, like, it looked crazy. Like, it looked like something in a movie theater because people was running still.
Like, that's how packed it was. Like, people was still
running. And we were up there, and I'm calling her grandma and stuff. I'm like, hey, I was telling her, like, we just tried to fire this and this and this. And then, like, I didn't know. So then I called my mom, was like, how close are you? This and this, because, like.
And I'm screaming at this point.
Yeah, because, like, she was screaming
I was,
and crying. Yeah.
Like, it was
getting bad.
And people kept coming up to me, and I don't like.
I was like, just stop. She's okay. Stop. I had really
she was like my bodyguard. Like, I don't let people see me cry, and I just was crying so hard, and like I just felt Jayla, like she was rubbing my back, and then I'd feel her stop and be like, stop, and like I would just keep hearing people be like, Anya, are you okay? Anya, are you okay? And I was just like bawling my eyes out.
Cause I'm like, I was like, cause they be saying that, but like, at this point, there was nothing they could do. So I'm like, just stop. She's okay. She's okay.
Yeah.
But like, it was just like the whole thought about that, and like just seeing them like run like that was like something you see in the movie.
Yeah.
Like I have never experienced something like that.
Like we were standing on that hill, and like we had been out for a good minute.
Yeah,
and there was still.
And people were like crying, calling their mamas, calling their people. Like people was crying.
People were on the floor.
Yeah, like people was like crazy. And then like after like we're calling them and like I'm like with you. Then people start running again. So I'm like, I was like, Anya, we gotta go. And she was like,
no, in the middle of crying. So I'm like,
no. I was like pushing her like, Anya, we got to go. Cause like if it was somebody else coming, I'm not messing with that. So I was like, Anya, we have to go. Like at this point, I was getting mad at her because I'm like, oh my god, move. Like after that, I'm like pushing her at this point
again. But like Jayla's still holding me to keep me running, and I'm calling my dad. I'm like, Daddy, they're trying to get me, Dad. And so he's like, what? Like he was like, what do you mean, Mama? Where are you at? Like, does Mama know where you're at? Like he's thinking I snuck out or something. So I'm like, no, I have the program, and they're trying to get me. And like I'm screaming, like, and then like after I explained to him, like I'm just standing there because we stopped running again, and I'm sitting there and I'm just screaming, and I forgot what I was saying. I think I was just saying, Daddy, like I think that's all I could say.
I don't know, but then,
like I was screaming.
Yeah. But then you guys got off the phone, and we're just like on the parking lot at this point.
Sorry.
So like now we're seeing people like running still, looking for like calling people, asking like there's this girl like where is she at? Where my friend at? This and this and this. And
yeah, people was trying to find their friends, and then I was like, oh my god. I cannot imagine if I was sitting there crying by myself. Like, if Jayla was not there, I literally think I would have fell to the ground and just like lay there. I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah, that's when like I think the police started coming because I remember we started seeing the police up there, and they just started getting like serious, like.
And there were so many police.
There were so many police.
So many dogs.
So many. Yeah. But yeah. But after that, that's when it kind of was slowing down. Like, people were still like, what happened? We was like, we don't know. But, like, after that, the police came, and they were telling us to, like, make sure you guys call your rides and like go to like the front of the school.
Yeah, we couldn't be by the football field. No.
So they was like, what y'all still doing out here? They like, go to the front, this and this and this. So like at this point, me and Anya were walking. We were walking to the front of the school, and then she calls her grandma and stuff, and we're like, where's she at? And then and that's when she was like, she was at the top of like, she was on the road like stuck because it was like traffic though, because like the police was there, didn't like everybody was stopped. Like you couldn't go.
The amount of police officers was there, it was all down Fifi. Like
it was like them everywhere. So like at this point we're just waiting, and then like after that like things started calming down, and people are like getting rides, and I mean what you can go.
And then we start walking, right? And I'm like finally coming down. And I'm on the phone with my grandma because I'm scared. Now I'm not even scared about the gunshots anymore. I'm scared of the we're walking by ourselves at night and it's dark, and who knows where that shooter is? Who knows? So then I'm like scared, and then we're walking by like on the side of the street where it's just trees, like it's just a whole bunch of trees. So it's like, then that's when my anxiety really like started racing, was because I was like, what if somebody just grab us right here and stuff. So I just was like, I had to be on the phone with my grandma. And so we're on the phone, and then we're walking, and this cop was like, where are you guys going?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like...
That made me so... And I was like... And
I was like, to my ride?
Like, we went to our... And then
he was like, why are you guys just not doing my ride? I said, because she just got here.
I was like, I said, you can ask the man back there.
Because there was a police officer standing with us.
Yeah. And I was like, you can ask that man back there. And then we walked away, like... You coming at us like this for what? Like, do we look like...
And he started tears streaming on my face, so like, come on now.
He made me, because like, he was really trying to come for us, and I'm like, bro, well, first off, we trying to do what y'all say, but now you coming at us sideways. Like, don't do that.
And he was so rude.
Like, so rude. Like, why y'all just not leaving? Isn't it? Where y'all going? Like,
right? I
was like, we're going to our ride. She's up here.
I said we didn't know that there was all cop cars here, and we couldn't go, like that the rides couldn't get to us, so now we have to walk. And he was like, oh good. So we started walking, and then like people are stopping on the road to ask what happened and stuff. But basically we get up there, and
after that we got in the car, and I mean that was it. And then we left. We left after that, and
my eyelashes fell off, yo. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about my snow cone. I dropped my snow cone while I was running. I had got it like 5 minutes beforehand. That was still filled. $5 just on the floor. And it was a refillable cup. So this
it was crazy. My AirPods got so ruined. Like, they were so stepped on. The tongue was, oh, you guys just don't even understand. People were using my feet as, like, their floor.
People was getting injured.
Yeah, this girl was, like, limping afterwards. Like, it was just something you just thought you'll see in the movie. And it was just, like, I just feel like, for, like, my like, opinion, or, like, on the whole situation was just, like, I feel like a lot of this, like, people being injured or whatever could have been avoided by those ropes. Like, even, like, whenever the school told us what to do, like, I mean, emails is what happened. I sent it, like, I wrote a whole paragraph talking about that. Like, it was, like, because, like, and that was so stupid. Like, I mean, I get it for the football players. Yeah, you need that because, like, I mean, we always have that because you don't want to do all that while they're coming out. That's simple. We know this. But, like, for that to happen when there's, like, a full game out, they're not even coming, and you just got that separated like that, like, that's so like, that made me so mad. Because, like, look what the outcome of that was. Because if somebody would have died because of them ropes, I would have been blaming it on them. And that's on period. Because, like, why would y'all do that? Especially when it's that many people.
Right.
Like, and then, like, if you're going to put a rope to close the steps, put one to close the steps. Like, y'all put one over this whole thing to do what? Just close the steps. It's this much of a room. Close it. But no, people are sitting there like, that just made me so mad because, like, they made stuff so difficult. Like, that really, like, it messed me up because I'm like, that was like the only part that made me mad for real. Like being stuck like that when something could have like happened, or like if somebody was even trying to chase us and like we cannot move. Like when I cannot move and I'm trying to get out of something, like that stuff makes me that makes me so mad. And like, that's the thing that like scares me. But that was basically how I felt about this whole thing.
Oh, yeah. And so we're in the car, right? And I'm looking at social media, right? Hold on. Let's see if we can find it. This dude posted a picture. This football player. Pictures while everybody was running and all the cop cars was behind them. The football players, all the football players were still on the field. They didn't leave. Which I think is weird. You can see all the cop cars. It was all cop cars behind them in the pictures. Like, and it's like, you guys didn't notice?
The thing is, I wonder if they just couldn't leave because, like, if everybody else was up there, how would they even leave? Like, I wonder if they couldn't, if they couldn't get, or they might have not noticed. Because, because it is, like, a ditch.
It's like a ditch.
So, like, and then the way that our football players are literally facing the opposite direction. So, like, maybe they just didn't notice at first. Because, like, I mean, it is, like, kind of high up there. Because it's, like...
nobody went on the intercom.
Yeah, like, they didn't say, like, shooter, like, a Larry shooter. Like, they didn't say all that. People were just literally running. That's what... But then...
The school basically said that there was no fights happening. I mean, it was very obvious that there were fights happening.
People seen fights happening.
There was videos of fights happening in our parking lot. But the school denies that there was any fights or anything. Okay. Can't say anymore because...
But I'm going to put this video of, like, the thing they were saying that it was the gunshot. I'm going to put that in the end of the video. But, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Make sure you guys tell everybody you know to subscribe to the channel. Guys, we thank you for your support that you have shown us. And we thank you guys so much. And we love you guys.